Hey guys, it's Chris from Audio Technology Magazine. We're here at NAMM 2024 on the EAW booth, I guess you'd call it, demo room. Here with John Mills. John is the tech sales, what are you, John? You're better off for
technical sales manager East.
There you go. But he's well across the whole EAW adaptive technologies and where it's headed, and that's where I wanted to go with this little chat. So the AC6, it looks all the world like yet another column speaker, but what is it actually?
So AC6 is the culmination of a bunch of years. So we started with Anya and Anna, and that kind of developed the technology of the way we steer. And we steer a little different than a lot of the other competition. So some of the other competition out there does a destructive math. So there's some comb filtering involved. Not the wrong way to do it, just a different way to do it. We use an additive math. So all of our drivers add together, and they add together in a wavefront that only puts sound where we tell it to put it. So in a sense, avoiding anything that we don't define as an audience area, right? So we recognize that with Anna and Anya, they're big, and they're not really portable. But the technology, we have a lot of customers using 2 or 3 Annas, and it's still really big, but they don't need the horsepower of that. So we got thinking, hey, we should make a smaller Anna. Well, then it went, well, we need to make it really portable. Maybe we should think about a column. And one of the engineers had this idea for the acoustic package for it, and they mocked that up. And I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit like, well, making a column? Well, I've never really heard a column that sounds good, you know? So we got to the shop, and I got to hear a literal, like, you know, wood and bubblegum and Bondo version of this mock-up of it, and it sounded like a studio monitor. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so if we can make that sound quality, do our adaptive steering the way we do, this is going to be a game changer product. And it really is. It's come down to the point, even now we have a new firmware where you can dial coverage in from the back panel, not even needing a computer to do it. So, you know, we've taken more steps forward in the way it works and things like that. So it's easy to deploy, it's portable, it's IP54, so put it outdoors if you want, you know, so.
Yeah, I can attest to the fact it sounds amazing. I just sat through the demo. So it's just as much a touring product as it could be an install product.
Absolutely. It was conceived a bit as an install product, but when I heard that first little module mock-up of it, I'm like, guys, no, this is going to be good enough that the touring market is going to want it.
So I'm guessing it's the coverage, its horizontal coverage pattern is really wide.
Yes, 120.
120.
Yep.
And I guess also with the rise of immersive, that we all want loudspeakers with wide horizontal coverage patterns.
Yep.
And the column is sort of pretty suited to that kind of application, I guess, isn't it? So, so does that mean, I guess, EAW has a vision or a product or a sense of what immersive live sound could look like that we probably haven't seen before?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things that we're seeing is obviously immersive requires a lot of arrays. And a lot of big arrays become a couple of things, heavy and expensive, right? So we now have a package with a very skinny, architecturally friendly, set design friendly. We really don't care how high it is. I mean, there's a bit of a limit to some degree, but it can shoot straight down. So you can hide it above the video wall. It's out of the shot, it's out of the camera angles, it's all out of all of those things. So set designers really like it. And the fact that the way adaptive coverage works in general is we're shooting for a target curve across the whole audience plane. So where a point source is going to die every 6 dB of doubling of distance, a line array is going to be every 3. We can actually achieve near 0 change from that seat to this seat. And it's not just SPL, it's SPL, frequency, impulse, all of it, because we're modeling for those lands. Does that make sense?
Well, look, I hear you talking. It sounds like voodoo.
It does. I agree.
Yeah, but I guess, look, I wanted a short chat, so this is probably about all we need. Is there anything else you want to add as far as, like, I guess, EAW's vision for adaptive going forward?
Yeah, I mean, clearly we have a lot of products, and we're going to make more products in the standard lines and that, but adaptive is nothing we're leaving anytime soon, and I think AC6 kind of solidifies that.
Yeah, it introduces adaptive to a whole
different group of people.
That's good.
Yep.
Thanks, John. Thanks for the time.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks.